What is going on, guys? It is Constable Chad back with another video. Today we're adding on to the Madden 17 Rebuild series. We have a request to do the Philadelphia Eagles, so thanks Gator Mir for the request. I really appreciate it. You guys keep requesting teams and I'll do them. Eventually I'll go through all the teams in the league, so that's my plan. For this one I'm going to do something a little different. I clicked on Gator's profile. I saw like he had a jacket from University of Florida Gators, get that chomp going. So I'm going to try to trade for a couple of players that played at the University of Florida. I got something in my head that I think that's going to be pretty sweet. A couple players to pick up, so I think that's going to work out good. So yeah, the Eagles top players: Fletcher Cox, defensive tackle; Malcolm Jenkins, strong safety, 93 overall; and Brandon Graham, left end, 91 overall. Pretty good team, so let's get right into the franchise. Guys, here we are in the franchise with the Eagles. Let's review their roster before I start making some moves. So at quarterback, you have Sam Bradford, 76 overall, and then their first round pick this year, Carson Wentz, 76 overall as well, and then Chase Daniels, who they picked up from the Chiefs in the offseason. So pretty good, decent quarterbacks there, good depth. Running back, you have Matthews, Darren Sproles, Kenyon Barner. I don't think they have a fullback because they have like Brent Selleck there, so I'll probably have to pick one up. Wide receivers, they have Jordan Matthews, Huff, Nelson Aguilar, Ruben Randall, and Givens. At tight end, they have Zach Ertz, Selleck, and Burton. So pretty good tight ends there. On the O-line, you have Jason Peters, 85 overall, and then Tobin, left tackle is good. Left guards need some work. This guy's 73 and then 70. You have Wisniewski at center, 81, and then you also have Jason Kelsey, 81 center, so good depth there. Brandon Brooks, right guard, 79 overall, and then Lane Johnson, right tackle, 87 overall, so a pretty good O-line actually. Let's go to the defense here. They play 4-3, so they got Brandon Graham, left end, 91. Vinny Curry is 79 overall. Logan, 83. Fletcher Cox, 94, so good depth there. And Connor Barwin, 85, so their defensive line is very good. Switch to the linebacking core. They have Kendricks, 86, right outside linebacker. Hicks, 75, middle linebacker. And Bradham, 76, left outside linebacker. Strong safety, they have Malcolm Jenkins, 93 overall. Jalen Watkins, 75 overall. Free safety is McLeod Jr., 83 overall. Their corners, their best, they got two at 74 overall, so this is a big issue here. Rowe, 74, Carroll, 74, Lotus McKelvin, 72, Brooks, 70, and Mills, 64, so that's not very good. Caleb Sturgis is the kicker, and Jones is the punter. Darren Sproles is going to be doing the kick returning. I think that's going to stay the same. So I'm going to do some moves. Might pick up an O-lineman. I could pick up Mewhort for cheap, and pick up some of these Florida Gator guys that I got in mind. So stick around, and we'll be right back. My trade, I traded Sam Bradford to the Cleveland Browns, also a third and a fourth this year, for Joe Hayden, cornerback out of the University of Florida. Trying to get some good Florida players on my teams. That's the plan. Next Florida Gator trade, I traded McLeod Jr., 83, free safety, and a fourth-round pick to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for Vernon Hargraves the third. He was a rookie first-rounder out of Florida. Very good player. Try to get my secondary better. My next trade, I traded a Vinny Curry, left end, this year's second and next year's third-round pick to the Atlanta Falcons for Keanu Neal, rookie safety out of the University of Florida. So good deal. Next trade, I just basically wanted to focus on offense, so I traded some defensive players away. Rowe, he's a young corner. Fletcher Cox, my best defensive player on the D-line really, and next year's first-round pick. I'm trading draft picks. You know, the Eagles really didn't have that much to start off with, so I was like, yeah, the hell with it. So I'll just trade my picks for players really. So I got Martavis Bryant and DeCastro from the Steelers, so pretty decent trade. I think this is my final trade, guys. So I traded Ruben Randall. Not really a big fan of Ruben Randall. A 5th round pick and a 4th round pick for Ryan Shazier. I always pick up Shazier, so might as well keep the streak alive here. So I'm gonna maybe pick up a couple free agents. I need like a fullback and stuff, and we'll pick it up after. Guys, I'm complete with my rosters, so I'm just going to show you that right now. So let's go over it. Quarterbacks, Carson Wentz, Chase Daniels, Jimmy Clausen. Halfbacks, we have Ryan Matthews, Darren Sproles, and Smallwood. I let Kenyon Barner go. Fullback, I picked up James Casey. Wide receivers, we have Martavis Bryant, Jordan Matthews, Nelson Aguilar, Josh Huff, Chris Givens, and Mortz Brongringer, whatever, the German guy. Tight end, we have Zach Ertz, Brent Selleck, Trey Burton. Left tackles, Jason Peters and Tobin. Left guard, DeCastro and Barbre. Center, we have Wisniewski and Kelsey. Right guard, we have Brandon Brooks and Dennis Kelly, who doesn't play there anymore. Right tackle, we have Lane Johnson and Andrew Gardner. Left end, we have Brandon Graham and Marcus Smith II. Right end, we have Connor Barwin and Brayman. Defensive tackle, we have Beanie Logan, Mike Martin, Millhouse, and David Moala. Left outside linebacker, we have Nigel Bradham and Goody. Middle linebacker, we have Ryan Shazier, Jordan Hicks, and Joe Walker. Right outside linebackers, we have Michael Kendricks and Skinner. Cornerbacks, this is where the University of Florida boys come in. This is the no-fly zone right here. We got Joe Hayden, the vet. Then we got the young gun, Vernon Hargraves, the third, 78 overall rookie. So we got the 2 Florida guys there. Then we got, non-Florida guys here. And then we're coming back to the Florida Gators. We got Neal, the rookie, free safety. And then Malcolm Jenkins. Oh, what's this? Jalen Watkins, safety, Florida. So we got 4 Florida guys in the secondary. This is going to be the no-fly zone. The Gators are going to be getting it done this year. I got confidence. So we're going to sim it. Hopefully we make the playoffs, and we'll pick it up in just a sec. Alright guys, here we are in the wild card. Let's see how we did. Take a look here. Looks like we went 7-8-1 on the year. Our division as a whole didn't really do that great. So we didn't make the playoffs. That's too bad. Hopefully in year 2 we can get it done. Let's take a look at some season-ending stats here. Carson Wentz, 2,274 yards, 12 touchdowns, 7 picks. Chase Daniels played, Jimmy Clausen played, so it looks like Wentz was hurt. Time sacked, not 28. So that's good. The Eagles got a good O-line. Rushing, Ryan Matthews, 759 yards, 8 touchdowns. Darren Sproles, 747 yards, 8 touchdowns. And my rookie had 5 touchdowns as well. So good year running the ball. Martavis Bryant, 971 yards, 4 touchdowns. Zach Ertz, 589 and 4 touchdowns. Aguilar, 669 and 2 touchdowns. And, pretty balanced, I'd say. Take a look at some defense here if we can get there. Ryan Shazier led my team by a lot of tackles. 156 tackles. Monster year by him. That's why I always pick him up. Quarterback sacks. Connor Barwin, 12.5. And then Brandon Graham, 12. So the defensive ends were doing their job this year. Joe Hayden, 3 picks. Keanu Neal, 2. Any other Florida boys here? No, but the Gator boys really held her down. Parkey, I kept Parkey and cut Sturgis. Parkey just in my eyes is a better kicker. Kick returns for a touchdown. Josh Huff had 1, and punt returns. Not even Darren Sproles had a punt return. What? Anyway, guys, that's gonna do it for this first year. So I'm gonna do the off season. Unfortunately, I really don't have any draft picks. I think I have like a 5th, a 6th, and a 7th, which is basically not having any picks at all. So maybe we could find someone in free agency. I want to work on just getting maybe more targets for Wentz. Maybe another backup quarterback if Wentz is going to be getting hurt and stuff. And probably going to be trading, I don't really need Kelsey and Wisniewski. I could trade one of them. That's probably what I'm going to do at each position. Probably if trade Selleck and stuff. If I have depth at a position that I really don't need, then I'll probably get rid of that and actually get something from that I need. So we're going to do that, and we'll pick it up in the free agency recap. Alright, so here in the free agents recap, I'll take a look at what you got. A lot of the guys that you see I get usually for every league because they're easy to get. Like DeMarcus Ware, I got him for $680,000, so pretty cheap. So I got Ware, Vernon Davis, Fitzpatrick, D'Angelo Williams, Tyson Jackson, Sebastian Vollmer, Louis Delmas, James Jones, and Chris Long, usually old veteran players, and you really don't have to pay them that much either, so that's a good thing. So I'm going to do the draft. I have a fifth, sixth, and a seventh round pick, so it's going to be pretty shitty, and we'll pick it up after the draft. Alright, as this in the draft recap, all things considering, actually a decent draft, I'd say, for having a sixth rounder and 2 seventh. Sixth rounder went defensive tackle. He's 76 overall, so good pick. Seventh rounder, I went wide receiver 68 overall, and seventh rounder, I went running back 70 overall. But take a look at this. Defensive tackle, he's got superstar development, as you can see on the screen there, bottom right. So, a very good player. I'm definitely diamond in the rough on that one. So now let's go to next season, and we'll start the preseason off with maybe a trade or two, and we'll see you there. Here we are, guys, year 2 with the Philadelphia Eagles. Made my first trade. I traded Hicks, Logan, defensive tackle, and next year's second rounder to Oakland for Amerson, cornerback. Really want to get my secondary good, and now I'm just basically going to get another wide receiver, and I think we're good. Like I said, guys, just got a wide receiver in Alshon Jeffrey. Thank God. Traded away Graham. Him and Jeffrey kind of have the same kind of salary, so it worked out. Also dumped Jordan Matthews. And next year's first round pick, so really don't have any more picks left, but what the hell. Trying to win this year, not in the future. So that's probably going to do it for my trades. I'm just going to shuffle some things around, pick up a free agent or two, and we'll show you my roster in just a second. We're just about ready to rock here, guys. Like I said, I just wanted to pick up a corner and a wide receiver for this upcoming year, which I did. So let's review some changes and stuff I did for year 2. Quarterbacks, Carson Wentz. I picked up Fitzpatrick as a backup. Also have Chase Daniels. Running backs, Ryan Matthews, Darren Sproles, D'Angelo Williams, brought in Williams. James Casey's my fullback. Traded for Alshon Jeffrey, Martavis Bryant, picked up James Jones, the veteran, Nelson Aguilar, Josh Huff, Bryson Nix, I drafted him 7th round, I think. Tight ends, we have Zach Ertz, Brent Selleck, and I picked up the veteran Vernon Davis. Switched Lane Johnson from right tackle to left tackle, and picked up Sebastian Vollmer in the offseason. David DeCastro, left guard, same with Barbray. Center is Kelsey. Picked up this guy in free agency. Right guard is Brandon Brooks, Dennis Kelly as well at right guard. Picked up the veteran Eric Winston. Also have Andre Gardner at right tackle. Left end, Chris Long and Marcus Smith. Right end is DeMarcus Ware and Connor Barwin. Defensive tackles, we have Tyson Jackson, this Russell Loud guy. I picked him in the 6th round. He's got superstar development, which is awesome. Definitely found a diamond in the rough there. I also picked up Brandon Thompson and Marvin Austin Jr. in free agency. Left outside linebackers, we have Nigel Bradham, A.J. Hawk I picked up in free agency. Middle linebackers, we have Shazier and Walker. I need to pick up one from free agency there. Michael Kendricks, right outside linebacker. Cornerbacks, we have Joe Hayden, David Amerson, Vernon Hargraves, Leon Hall, Ron Brooks, and Lotus McKelvin. I really like my safeties. 2, I have Keanu Neal, Louis Delmas, and then Malcolm Jenkins and Jalen Watson. Cody Parkey and some Mason, who's that, Scorsese or something? I thought that guy liked Drex movies. So I'm just going to pick up a middle linebacker, put him in the depth chart, and we'll get this underway. Alright, guys, here we are in the playoffs in the wild card. We went 10-6 on the year, looks like. We played the 9-7 Packers. But first, let's take a look at some season-ending stats. I always like looking at stats at the end of the year. So let's take a look here. Carson Wentz looks like he stayed healthy for most part. 3,489 yards, 28 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. Good year from didn't have sophomore slump like a lot of guys have, so that's good. Rushing, let's take a look. Darren Sproles, 681 and 5 touchdowns. D'Angelo Williams, 571 and 5 touchdowns. Ryan Matthews, 485 and 4 touchdowns. I honestly think the Eagles kind of have a balanced attack. I don't think anyone was really hurt, so that's good. Alshon Jeffrey, 972 yards, 7 touchdowns. Martavis Bryant, 593 and 6 touchdowns. Ertz, 648 and 4 touchdowns. And James Jones, the veteran wide receiver, had 704 yards and 4 touchdowns. Take a look at some defense here. Shazier led my team again in tackles with 125. Quarterback sacks was the veteran DeMarcus Ware. Good pickup, 11 sacks. Interceptions was the Florida Gator, Joe Hayden. Then Amerson had 5. He was a good pickup. Malcolm Jenkins had 3. Shazier had 2. Kicking, Cody Parkey, 23 of 29, 79%. That's half decent. My punter did all right, I guess. No kick returns for a touchdown and no punt returns. So pretty good year. 10 and 6, like I said. Let's see if anyone has any player XP. Spend team XP. I usually just simulate it. I don't waste my time doing it. If I was playing the league, I'd take the time and do it. But we'll just auto that. See if anyone went up in overall. Hopefully, I really don't have any too big injuries heading into the playoffs. Like to win the Super Bowl. So, like the Castro's an 88 now. Wentz is an 80. On defense, Shazier's an 84. He went up. Neal's an 81 at free safety. Hayden's an 87. Hargraves only went to a 79. That's all right, I guess. Yeah, so let's start simming underway here. Let's get this going. So wild card against the 9-7 Packers. We'll go to the next week. See if we get the win here. And I think we lost. It's too bad. Guess Aaron Rodgers probably torched me, so we'll find out for sure. Playoff schedule. Go to the wild card here. Oh, we lost by 10 points. We lost 31-21. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers, 3 touchdowns when Wentz only had 1. So that's where we lost. You know, he's a very good quarterback, so that's kind of come to expect. But you know, I made some moves, got the Eagles better, I think. You know, some of you guys watching this might not agree with the moves I made, but that's all right. You know, there's a million different options. You could trade a guy for like 200 different players if you wanted to, but I just traded for what I wanted and what I think the team needed. So that's going to do it for this video. Here's a final look at my team here. Thanks for Gatormere for requesting the Eagles. You know, I hope you're a Gator fan. I traded for three Florida Gators, so I try to get them guys involved here. You know, I got Joe Hayden, Hargraves, Neal, and then you know Jalen Watkins already was there before. So pretty good team, I think. Probably make the playoffs next year as well. You know, Wentz really didn't develop that good. He's only an 80, but he's only got normal development trait. I thought it was better than that, but anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this video. Hope you enjoyed. Keep the comments coming on what teams you want to see me work on. I'll eventually get through all the teams. I'm not going to be doing like the teams over again. So yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. Have a good day, and we'll see you in another video.